Let's talk about Venom: The Last Dance, starring Tom Hardy, Juno Temple, and Chiwetel Ejiofor from Sony Pictures and Columbia Pictures. As always, this review will be spoiler-free, but if you prefer to see the film in its entirety before hearing any commentary, please drop a like, close this video out, and come on back once you've seen the film. Venom: The Last Dance is the final installment in the Venom Trilogy that began back in 2018 with the original film and continued in 2021 with Venom: Let There Be Carnage. Actor Tom Hardy has said that this is most likely his final turn as the lead character in a Venom film, although he's said he's not averse to bringing the character back in a supporting role in other Sony Spider-Man Cinematic Universe films or even beyond the Sony Spider-Man Cinematic Universe. And there's no surprise there. He is one of the creative forces that's been behind bringing this character to life on film from the very beginning. He's been a part of the storytelling process. He's a big fan of the Venom Lethal Protector series, which is really the source material for these films. A lot of the familiar elements that I think audiences have enjoyed when they've enjoyed these films, they're all here. Okay, the banter back and forth between Venom and Eddie, first and foremost, but then the action sequences in their particular style, the gore, and then certain lovable recurring characters like Mrs. Chen, for example. All that said, for my part, I think I enjoyed this installment of the trilogy the least, but I still enjoyed it, and I feel the need to say that. This is still a good time at the movies. It clocks in at 1 hour and 48 minutes, so it's not very long. It's kind of breezy. Its pacing is a little off, and the editing, especially in the first hour, feels pretty slapdash. The transitions between scenes are clunky, and the film just feels like it lingers on certain moments too long while blowing past others without enough time for those moments to really hit home. In terms of acting, well, you've got Hardy here who knows this character inside and out, literally and figuratively, and he does what he does. He's great. He holds your attention on screen. Chiwetel Ejiofor, who we all know from the Doctor Strange films, but so many other films going all the way back to, I think the first thing that I really enjoyed him in was in Serenity, the Firefly movie. He really doesn't get a whole lot to work with here. He just plays the heavy. Juno Temple's a really interesting character here as a sort of a gender-swapped version of a character that does exist in the Marvel Universe. I'm not going to give away her identity. Just one more quick thing about the character this film sort of teases and by the end of the film establishes as what I think the folks at Sony hope will be the next big bad in Sony's Spider-Man universe, and that's Null. Okay, that's not a spoiler. That's in the marketing. You've seen him there. If you know him from the comics, you know what he's all about. Okay? If this is the only time we see him, if this Venom film teases him and then they don't do anything with it, or they can't get it off the ground, they can't make it work, it's a really wasted opportunity because he is a fascinating and truly fearsome villain in the comic books. Venom: The Last Dance is rated PG-13, surprisingly, for intense scenes of action, violence, some bloody images, and language. Please keep that in mind if you're bringing younger viewers, at least if they haven't seen the earlier films. If they have seen the earlier films, they know what they're in for. It is in theaters starting October 25th. You can find more Film Buff Unplugged reviews and videos on Substack. Just head to fbunplugged.substack.com and subscribe for free. That way you won't miss a single post. We also have a channel on YouTube. Head to youtube.com/@FilmBuffUnplugged, all one word. Please give us a like on Facebook, and if you're on TikTok, you can find my review videos and more by searching for @FelixAlbuerne Jr., all one word. Thanks for watching.